This is where the fun begins.
Hello there.
What's going on, guys? Unofficial Star Wars here. Hope you're all doing well. And in today's video, we have some rather breaking news, to be quite honest with you guys, for the Obi Wan Kenobi series. So we're gonna hop right on into it. This is exclusively coming from MakingStarWars.net. I'm gonna have their full website linked down in the description down below. As their article goes on the read, exclusive Obi Wan Kenobi season 2 is moving forward, plus the fate of Reva revised. Now, this here is a potential spoiler warning right here. So if you guys aren't looking for any of those plot leaks or anything like that, leaks in general, or even maybe just rumors at that, click off the video now. I would say, in my own thoughts and opinions, I believe it's kind of a given that Reva would meet her fate somewhere in the Obi Wan Kenobi series. However, it might not be as soon as we think in season 1, and this would be to make a potential season 2 for the Obi Wan Kenobi show. Even if it wasn't to be labeled as a season 2, maybe it could be potentially labeled as a Vader spin-off series. And from that, the Vader spin-off series would be simply based off of maybe the Marvel comics. We here on the channel have already talked about a potential season 2 for Obi Wan Kenobi. It was being rumored around last week, but here is something new coming from Making Star Wars. As his article goes on the read, today I learned some big things about Star Wars, Obi Wan Kenobi, and the future of the series from sources inside Disney. Apparently, the preliminary numbers for the show are so promising. Continuing Kenobi's story during the dark times of the Empire was looking extremely attractive. Ian McGregor seemed to tease another season at Star Wars Celebration. Then the show proved itself to be a powerhouse for Disney Plus by breaking record numbers on the streaming platform. While a second season might seem to be given for a limited series, there would be more stories for Kenobi in the future. I heard it from the people inside Disney that Kenobi 2 is in fact going to happen. I do not know if it was to be sold as the second season or something else, maybe a Vader spin-off show as I had mentioned. But changes have been made to Star Wars Obi Wan Kenobi to explore some of the remaining story potential. I know we don't really cover Making Star Wars all that much here on the channel, but do believe me, they are very reputable. Other content creators like to cover them all the time. And on top of that, they normally get stuff right. Even if this stuff isn't right, it's still fun to talk about it and cover it. It's almost like theorizing or speculating on it. So, with that in mind, spoilers, the fate of Reva. It's kind of a given, as I should say, as I had already mentioned, that Reva would meet her fate somewhere in season 1 of Obi Wan Kenobi, simply because she doesn't appear anywhere else down the timeline, not in Jedi Fallen Order, not in Star Wars Rebels, or anything else. This really should apply for probably all of the Inquisitors, since none of them appear in the original trilogy. So between the Obi Wan Kenobi show, Cassian Andor, and Jedi Fallen Order, they should all meet their fate somewhere before the original trilogy. So, as Making Star Wars goes on to say, up front, I need to stress that the ending of Star Wars Obi Wan Kenobi is about Kenobi, his experience, and his change in moral after his adventure. That was always the case and will always be the case regardless of how everyone wants to twist my reports to suit their audience's twisted needs. He goes on to say, I have been informed that Moses Ingram, Reva, will return for the next story, and her death sequence at the hand of Darth Vader has now been cut or amended. I cannot confirm if they reshot anything, however. Reva will survive the 6-episode arc of Star Wars Obi Wan Kenobi. Originally, Reva proved to herself that she was not as evil as she wanted to be. She kept Kenobi's secrets, lied to Darth Vader, and faced the consequences of those actions. I don't know if Reva returns to the Empire now, or even exactly what was changed. Right now, it does seem that her fate is left open for season 2 story. I can also confirm that the Grand Inquisitor is not dead and will return in the first season of Obi Wan Kenobi. I believe this is a given since Star Wars Rebels takes place after the events of Jedi Fallen Order, and well, the Grand Inquisitor is the first villain of the first season. Making Star Wars goes on to say, whatever the changes are, I expect Reva will be in a lot of trouble. I do not expect a complete revision of the ending itself, just the Reva ending. The difficult part of reporting on productions actively being produced, as things can and do change. What was reported before was accurate when I had the information initially and I brought it to my readers. The story was revised and now it is being expanded according to my sources and some details that have changed. My sources expect Reva and Roken to return in follow-up stories. However, I doubt they have anything written yet. So leave with this piece of information. The story will continue. Reva lives for now, and the Grand Inquisitor is not dead, of course. Roken is likely to be involved in the next story. More details to come as they become available. That there's a full report coming from Making Star Wars, and as I mentioned, Making Star Wars is quite a reputable source out there, as I see various other content creators always cover all their different types of stuff. On top of that, they are said to be quite reliable and get a lot of things right as well. And even if that isn't the case and that they don't get this right, it's okay. It's simply really, I guess, theorizing or predicting something. I'm definitely looking forward to an Obi Wan Kenobi season 2, and it seems very likely, more and more likely, and seeing that the most watched Disney Plus show was the MCU's Loki show is not not anymore due to the Obi Wan Kenobi show. Obi Wan Kenobi stands at the top. That there in itself should really say a lot and really give you some intel on what we're dealing with here. Of course, I want to know all of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. I'd absolutely love to hear what you guys all think. Drop a like in the video if you did enjoy it, as it really does help the channel, and check out Instagram and official Star Wars for more Star Wars related content, guys. Thanks so much for watching today's video. As always, may the Force be with you. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.